Hey guys, it's Daniel. The following is a clip from one of the interviews I did with Bruce Kulick for my documentary, What is Classic Rock? If you want to see the full interview or the documentary, What is Classic Rock, they are both linked in the description box below. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe for more.
There really isn't a record industry the way I remembered it. And I have many friends that I kept in touch with through the years that were, I'd call them, my label friend. That's what I refer to them as. It was very interesting how it all worked, but without the labels, the bands couldn't have gotten out there. Without the bands, the labels wouldn't have made all that money.
Is that the same case now with the internet?
No.
How has the internet changed everything?
So the game changer came in when the internet was a way for people to readily and very instantaneously hear things. The labels did not recognize how much they were behind the curve of what was to come. And they probably had some opportunities earlier on, which Metallica was very, very passionate about stopping the Napsters and everything, and they got very, very into it. And the labels really just dropped the ball with maybe figuring out where it was heading. I don't think they believed it because they had so many years of it being done one way. Okay. To convince somebody to read a book on a Kindle compared to physically holding a book, there are advantages to the Kindle. We know that. Okay. You can probably hold 50 books on the Kindle, you know what I mean, in this small device. But tell that to someone who wants to feel the paper turning, you know what I mean, or hold it in their hand because it folds, you know what I mean. The next generation realized they didn't know about vinyl. They didn't know about that they got turned on to a band by the radio. They didn't, each generation and each era seemed to have their own MTV. Remember when MTV meant something, right? Now they don't even play music, right? But the way that music was now delivered potentially to your ears, into your home, into your pocket, was such a game changer that it really destroyed the labels. They had no idea that I can write a song, do a YouTube if people liked it and they heard the song on the YouTube or saw that, and it gets 1 million hits, let's say, like some of these new artists that become famous that way. And all they did was they were creative in their home. They had some people that knew how to, help them either musically or video-wise. And then it just goes viral now. And you know what? I make a point of supporting the music distribution, things like Spotify and Pandora and Apple Music, and I do the paid subscriptions. The royalties are terrible. I mean, all my music's on there, my original stuff. But like myself, people like to listen to music that way. It's convenient, and you can make a playlist. You can play a station that's Beatles or Monkees, and they'll play a lot of stuff from an era that you like. Mm-hmm. And if there's a song you don't like, you walk over to it and hit forward, So I'm definitely aware of all of it. I do use a lot of this technology to embrace my life and improve my life. But if you ask me if it has helped the music industry and is it better, I would say it has absolutely decimated it, and it has not made anything better but the convenience. And leveling the playing field, I don't think presents those artists. And I think that's one of the struggles that we have now, and maybe why we don't see a lot of game-changing artists to come, because there's no... I just think the process is so upside down. But the entire entertainment industry, including probably the way film and television is looked at, who would ever think that I'm in love with a show that's, if it wasn't for Netflix, backing it, I wouldn't be enjoying House of Cards. Okay, that was a place you rented a DVD from back in the day. And now, of course, more likely streaming. That they get involved with original content, it's a game changer for Amazon, who was just supposed to be a delivery company, also delivers you music, right? For them to have a device that you can talk to, Echo that I just bought. I'm having a relationship with Alexa.
Product placement.
Yeah. So you get what I mean? It's really a new world with everything. Is it better? Not to me. But I do embrace the technology because I like the convenience of things too. If I'm reading an article in one of my magazines of a band, like, I've heard of that guy. I never checked him out. Boom. Within 5 seconds, I could potentially pull up a sample of that person or an entire song from whatever, YouTube or Spotify. And I'm checking them out.